Really love. I'm Bailey. I'm the coordinator for Indigenous Affairs. And then today we're going to have Regalia to Runway by Nan Blassingame.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm a member of the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma. And I reside right outside of Austin, Texas, creative director for the Native American Culture Center in Austin, Texas. We put on the largest one-day powwow in Texas coming up November 22nd. And that's kind of how I got into fashion, was by promoting the powwow. It's a fashion show in Austin coming up. It was called Austin Intercultural Fashion Show. And my friend had sent me the link, the Facebook invite. She sent me the link and she didn't say anything. She just sent it to me. The tagline was, show your culture, show us, your cultural styles. And so I reached out to the lady and I said, I'm Native American. I make mainly powwow outfits, Have you ever had a Native American in your show? And she immediately called me the next morning and said, you have to be in the show. We have never had a Native American designer. Be ready in 3 weeks. Yes, even though I didn't know I could. But it was only a 10-piece collection. So I had just made jingle dresses and a shirt for a chicken dancer. And I told them, you come be in my show. We're promoting the powwow. We're going to it seems like no one in Austin knows about the powwow, but people travel over. So we're like, we're going to promote the powwow. So I made the 10-piece collection. That very first show, I had an interview from Art Today London magazine. I didn't even know what I was doing. I made a finale dress, but since then I have gone on to New York Fashion Week, California, North Dakota, Texas, just showing my creations. So it started with powwow, just like this. And I really love to make jingle dresses. They're my number one. One year I made, a couple years ago, I had my goal to make 30 jingle dresses in 1 year. This year I'm at one because we've been really busy. I haven't had time to sew. We've been really busy with the Native American Culture Center, powwow, events like this, just getting the word out about what we do. Oh, sorry, which kind of message?
It's I think it's the right one. Yeah.
Oh. So yes, these are some of the fashion shows I've been in over the years. This started in 2018, but I have been sewing for a good 18 years before that, making jingle dresses and such, powwow outfits and things like that. There's some jingle dresses that I've made. This one, I don't know if that's the one. I don't remember. One of them was for Miss North Dakota. She was the very first Indigenous Miss North Dakota. And I made her dress. Keycon sponsored the fabrics and everything, and I made her a dress for her for the competition. This is in Times Square when we went to New York Fashion Week. This is a traditional tea dress, cloth dress made out of wool. That wool is $90 a yard, so it's very nerve-wracking to even cut into that. And embroidery, I learned how to use my embroidery machine to make some of the embroidery on that. That is in Saquon. She's wearing the pants here. So that was a set. They didn't even tell us at the fashion show they were going to be walking 2 by 2, and I had almost matching outfits for everyone to walk 2 by 2. It just, everything just falls into place. What you're supposed to be doing just happens. Every week in Austin we teach sewing and beading and just get together. We call it Workshop Wednesday. just get together and bead and sew. And right now, since the power ops on the 22nd, we have how many Wednesdays? 2 or 3 Wednesdays left. So now everyone is trying to finish ribbon skirts and their outfits. We can. If this works out last minute, I'm telling you, last minute works out. Oh, okay. There's a video on this. Is that the one she had to get permission? Just I've not haven't really sold a lot of my items. They kind of stay in my collection. It's just kind of taking up space on the runway. I want to show that Native Americans can do this too. And I just did a fashion show in Lawton, Oklahoma with the mental health awareness conference for the youth. So seeing all them get excited and dress up and runway was really exciting. And you're doing something good, that help others build confidence. Even even the coordinator, I know you're gonna dress them up that good. Walk around. Which way to your house? They're seniors and her. Does anyone have any questions? No questions? Huh?
How long does it take you to make the jiggle dresses?
It takes me anywhere from 2 to 7 days, depending on designs and things like that. Yes. If it's just a plain old style dress, 2 days. And I'm gonna let them walk the runway like there's models, and then you're like, what? I'm sorry, mommy. Can you play music? Oh, are you looking for Bailey?
Yeah, no. Can you play music on it? I don't have any music.
Do you have some music you want to play?
It doesn't matter. Something good, or peace.
Anyway,
Let me go tell them.
you play music now?
So much. This is some embroidery that I used to do. Okay, this is our embroidery today. The one I have is one needle, so I can change the thread every 2 minutes. It takes forever.
Hey, Nan. Okay. You have to see it. They can't see it.
Oh, see what? Me? Oh, this is an embroidery that I've done on a jacket here. I was saying it, I had to change the thread every 2 to 3 minutes because it's a one needle embroidery machine. And to do each color, you have to change the thread each time.
There was a question that said, it's so good to see families healing on young persons at a time. Is there any upcoming show dates in New Mexico for support to show up to support? And would also love to know how the textiles and the supply chain works in the Southwest. I like to see what supported and grown more. Maybe bring back indigenous sheep breeds, so our natural wool is I think it's in demand. There's a emoji thing in the way. Demand again.
I don't know. They do post, post model posts, things like that. I do have a fashion show in San Antonio this coming Saturday. So we're gonna fly home tomorrow and then gather my clothes and head to San Antonio, which is about 2 hours south of Boston. I'll get out of the way so they can see them walk. On here. What?
Yeah, I guess. You make it a ticket.
Our fear weird home.
That's it. Yeah, it's on top days I have.
Okay.
So then,
Am I filming that?
I think I have more slides.
Okay.
Why? Why do you No.
Are you ready for them to walk?
Yeah, go ahead.
That or the
Get ready.
fashion part? Okay. Show them what you got.
It's beautiful.
Helena,
Uh,
Helena.
Kalina. Thank you, Kalina. So these, I call them fancy pants. They are just ribbon pants, slid up, kind of rounded off, and ruffled. And my sister gave me really comfortable pants, and I just said I'm gonna make them, but make them indigenous. You know, everything I put that indigenous twist to them. So cute. Next one, who was next? Oh. So I'm coming out with a new collection. I have been putting fashions on the back burner. I've only been doing maybe one fashion show a year, one fashion event. It's been really on the back burner. But this year, I think we've had 5 or 6 just fashion events already. And this, you want to come on this side? Can they see her? So I'm coming out with a collection that's quilted couture. This is called Marcello. It's a style painting. The next ones I made, we're having a fashion show in March. It's going to be the whole skirt is going to be all that printed all the way up. So it's called Bargello. It's a self-walk style. You have to make it by section, and then I connected them to make this. I made this. What day did we fly here?
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday. We flew here Tuesday evening, and I made that Tuesday morning. This whole skirt, and it has kids. It has kids. So, and thank you. And this is one of the first pieces. This one went to New York Fashion Week. The artist, he is from my tribe, George Levi. This is his ledger. And he gave me maybe just enough to make the skirt, like a yard, 2 yards. I'm not sure. It was very little fabric, but same samples. So I was showing my collection in Oklahoma, and his daughter was going to be modeling for me, and I didn't tell her anything about the fabric he gave me. I made the dress, and when she was there for fittings, I said, "You should try this one on." And her face lit up because it's her dad's fabric, you know. Well, she came out, she was gone a long time. I'm like, oh my gosh, the dress didn't fit, you know. She finally came out, she said, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm wearing it because I have that tattooed on my arm. And she showed us her arm, and she had this lady in the yellow dress tattooed on her. And I had no idea. She had no idea that I was making it. So yes, that's I want to give this to her someday. I want to give her this dress because it was her dad's design. So sure, really. That's probably the hardest thing I've ever made. This jacket. It's a blazer, but turn around. It's a bunch of pieces, so I had to line up these teeth. It took me 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days to cut it out, so I lined it up just right, and one day to sew it. So this is probably the hardest thing. Everybody wanted one. I could never do it again. It was a hard work. This one's too. My cousin, he was visiting and he's a drawer. He sketched out this dress on a, I can't draw a stick figure. That's why everyone is shocked that I don't have drafts laying around and all these beautiful dresses. How I cannot draw a stick figure. So my cousin, he was visiting and he drew out, he dropped it out how he wanted this dress to look, showed me the picture, and I said, yeah, I can do that. Even though I couldn't draw it, but he fine. So we kind of did a teamwork on this. It has a velvet underneath. I thought it's prettier to go on top. So yeah. So these are the ones. Thank you. So those are what we brought today to share, and I'm gonna have Sky come here as well. Oh, you want to do the runway block? Okay.
So I am one of Nan's students. I'm also the executive director of the Native American Cultural Center. And she inspires all of us and teaches us how to sew at this workshop Wednesdays that we always do. And we had a movie premiere and I didn't have anything fancy to wear and I wanted some fancy pants. So I worked with Nan to be able to get this pattern and to sew these pants, and I love them. They're a lot of fun, and it was just really fun to be out there and to indigenize the film screening that we went to at South by Southwest this year for remaining Native. And so it's really just been really healing for me to be able to learn how to sew, learn how to dance powwow style, and enter into the powwow circle over the past year. And there's so many different students that Nan works with to help all of us to envision and bring to life our own passions. So we have a lot of fun. We have a big group. We never know who is going to show up. It's anywhere from 20 to 40 people who will show up every week to learn how to bead and to sew and to dance. So it's a lot of fun and we have a good time. Thank you, Nan.
Yes, so I told them I would rather teach them to sew their own ribbon skirts rather than having the 40 people ask me to make 40 skirts. So it's like, no, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it. Have to hold their hands sometimes, and but everyone talks about how crafting and beading and sewing is very therapeutic, it's very healing. It's a great connection back to our culture, especially in the big city. And just even, you know, helping with postpartum depression, any type of depression. You don't have time to think about any of that, your anxiety or anything like that when you're sewing or beading, and especially when you're counting beads. It's just so therapeutic. I really love what we do in Austin. We're really bringing up the Cultural Center quickly. We've been so busy. We've had over 100 events this year, starting from January to now. And we are going to be dancing almost every single day until the 22nd for the powwow, because we just get out there into schools, libraries, festivals, sharing about the Austin powwow, sharing about the culture, because a lot of kids in elementary, they think what they see of us is in museums, you know, they don't know that we're still here. So we're really out there, especially in Texas. We're really out there educating and helping keep our culture going, because I was privileged to grow up with my two grandparents in Oklahoma that took me to powwow starting at 2 years old, you know, just being in the culture my whole life. And I'm glad I get to give that back there in Austin. So we have any more questions? Anyone have?
If you're online, you can unmute yourself and ask a question if you like. We had a congratulations and all the best. Such holy work.
Thank you. You have any questions? Ray?
Oh, no.
I have one more in the video where we're off to powwow.
Oh,
Like, or big lady.
my God. Oh, I was about to push the button.
So we hope you all will take a road trip down to Dawson Powwow. Just down the road, about 10 hours.
Not too bad.
To the end and have a field trip. You know, it's a big rig, so. I just think the video is gonna play.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it, Gray.
We'll send them to you if you can send them out. And I just want to say thank you. I know Sharice helped you talk me into it coming down here. At first she's like, help us with the powwows. But the only way I can help with the powwows through Zoom, you know. And finally the third time her and Ray reached out. So that's how I came to be here. And I really love it. This is my first time going outside of state, you know, kind of doing a presentation outside of Texas. So thank you. So if y'all want to get pictures with the girls or get a group photo, you can do that too.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for watching.